All right, good afternoon, everybody. It's Pastor Reed coming to you live for Tuesday Touch. Let me know how you guys are doing today. How's your Tuesdays going? How have your week been? I pray that you guys have had a prosperous week this far. Up to this point, it's been a good week on our end. God has still been faithful. God continues to be kind. He continues to be trustworthy. And I believe, that's all we can ask for, right? Is for the Lord to be kind and for him to be trustworthy and for us to trust him with our all in all. And so, yeah. We got Sister Smith on the line. God bless you all. Look, we encourage people of God. I know there's a lot of things that's going on in this climate. And I do believe the Tuesday Touch today is a perfect Tuesday Touch for today because life can be real, whether it's in your life, you turn on the news, you're finding out that there's more death happening. You see the racial climate. You see underlining plans that's going on. But even in spite of all of that, God has been kind. Even when you just don't see your way out. Just know, Bible reminds us that as long as we wake up every day, that we're waking up to brand new mercies. And so I'm just grateful just for the waking up to the brand new mercies. All right? That's not your Tuesday Touch. That's just another type of encouragement for you all today. Our word of encouragement today will come from Psalm 147 and 3. Psalm 147 and 3. And this is the word of God. Psalm 147 and 3. Something needed to go back to. He says, he heals the brokenhearted. He binds up their wounds. He heals the brokenhearted. He binds up their wounds. One of the things that people used to say, that I used to hear people say all the time, was just give it time. You get over it, give it time. Those wounds will heal. Time heals all things, right? We've heard that time and time again. And to be honest, some of us, it's been 10, 15, 20, 30 odd years. And some of us, we can honestly testify and admit that what happened to us 20, 30, 40 years ago affects us today, right? Because in our minds, we believed that the time will allow it to heal. But all time has done is allowed us to mask how we truly feel, and we give the church cliche, you heard it on the inside. Somebody asks you how you doing. Oh, I'm fine, I'm blessed, I'm highly favored, right? But if we are to be honest, there are still some things that we are battling with that we haven't healed over yet. Some people have not healed over the death of a loved one. May have been 20, 30 years. Some of us have not healed over past relationships. Some of us have not healed on things that we've done to ourselves to hinder our progression in life, right? And that's because we've tried to do it on our own. We've run to the beer bottles. We run to the club. We've read self-help books. We've tried the AA core classes. We've done everything to try to fix things ourselves, only to put a Band-Aid over something that needs some real medical attention. Us, or in our case, some real spiritual condition. But the grateful thing of all of that, even though this is the struggle that some of us are dealing with, this is what some of us were faced with, even in the midst of the pain, there's something that we can rejoice about, right? We can rejoice because us as believers, we know the remedy to getting over some of these things, right? The Bible tells us right there, he says, he with a capitalized, meaning God. God heals the brokenhearted. He heals us. But the question becomes, are we allowing the Lord to heal us? Because we're going to be honest, we're going to be truthful today. A lot of us, we hold on to pain that we're not ready to release and allow God to heal us from, right? Some of us, we want to continue to feel angry about those circumstances, about some of the things that has happened in our life. We like that angry feeling. We want to engulf ourselves in that. If we go be honest, if we go tell the truth. But God has the ability to heal a broken heart. But the thing of it is, he's the only one that can heal your broken heart, right? And so there's a song that they used to sing when I was younger, and they sing today. Put it all in his hands. Your burdens, your problems, unanswered questions. But I'm going to add some things to it. Some issues you haven't got over with yet. The regret that you're dealing with, right? The pain, the suffering. Give it to God and allow God to heal it. Because one thing I know about healings, when something is completely healed, sometimes it's stronger than what it was before, right? An individual that's torn ligaments, once you have the surgical repair and you allow it to heal right, that muscle is stronger now because you put more work in. A lot of us, you haven't gotten stronger yet because God has not healed you yet. But be grateful that God is still there. And one thing God is, he's intentional with healing you from the inside first, right? You know, it's not putting on the outside apparel, looking churchy on the outside, and then the inside is jacked up. No, he heals you from the inside. And that word heal here in the original text means to stitch back together, right? And so what it says is God will stitch that thing that tore you apart, that broken you back together. It's a beautiful thing that God, he's not just doing, he's surgically putting you back together. Some of us, if God has allowed you to heal your broken heart, and some of you can honestly say, I'm not the same person that I was because God surgically put you together. But not only does he heal the broken hearts, but the Bible says that he binds up their wounds. He binds up their wounds, right? Because a lot of us, we got to understand this, is that God created us so that the work that he does on the inside, right, exudes on the outside. Everything that he's done, that when he heals you from the inside, it would exhibit itself to the world. The world will be able to see that you've been healed. That person, I'll just use this as an analogy because it's one that I believe a lot of us could relate to. If you've grown, you've been in relationships with an S, right? If you married the first person you've been dating, you've been married to that person forever. And I'm not talking to you, but if you've dated, you had relationships, you've been in love several times. One thing a person knows, that when a person has been healed over being brokenhearted or being bound or abused by somebody, is you'll see how they begin to act on the outside. You'll see that person smile, have joy, living life, not worried about or not holding things back. That person has been healed on the inside, and God is allowing it to show itself on the outside. He binds the wounds. He covers our wounds. He allow it to be safe so it can completely heal those things that have inflicted our lives, right? He's covered them. He's allowed the bruises now to heal. I'm no longer affected by, I play ball. I played basketball. And one thing I know about a bruise, right, on your leg is that if a bruise is touched, that pain goes through your entire body, right? But when that bruise is healed, a person can hit that bruise and you don't even feel it anymore. That's how God heals us, is that when that thing that bruised us now is no longer there and somebody tries to touch it, God has put a work on it. It doesn't even affect infect us, right? And the beautiful thing about the wounds, he binds it up, that your wounds don't get infected. That you're not infected because of what somebody has done to you. You're not infected because of how society has treated you. You're not infected because of the brokenhearted, the regret, the pain. Ooh, God, y'all, I feel like preaching. This word of encouragement, I feel like preaching. He binds them. God is making sure that, yes, you've been hurt. Yes, you've been scarred. But I'm not going to allow your scar to taint who you are. People of God, my word of encouragement to you all. Don't matter the circumstances. Don't matter what you have to look forward to. Don't matter what's rising before you. Don't matter the tough decisions you have to make that may hurt, may bring pain. Understand that God will heal your brokenhearted, right? His anger is on only for a moment, but his favor is for a life. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes after the weeping. Joy comes after the healing of the brokenhearted, right? He binds up the wounds. He covers you even while you're healing. He's covering you while you're healing. He's making sure that you're protected. Oh my God, and that's a beautiful thing, people of God. He's making sure that you're protected. So that way you won't be worse off, because you all know when the wound get infected, it's worse. But if you don't allow it to get worse, it can heal faster. And God is saying, I'm going to bind them up so you can heal faster, so you can be useful, not just for somebody else or other jobs or other entity, but even much so for the kingdom that's at hand. People of God, it's been real. I want you all to be encouraged. Those you are brokenhearted, give it to the Lord. Those you that have wounds and need healing, allow the Lord to wrap them up, because that's what it means. When he says he binds them, he's wrapping it up. Allow him to wrap you in his arms and to allow you to heal. People of God, it's been real. Let's keep each other in prayer in this season, in this climate where we seeing a lot of things unfold. Some trust in horses. Some trust in chariots, but I will remember the name of the Lord. Y'all remember the name of the Lord in this season. It's been real. I will see you all tomorrow, God's willing, for Bible study. Look, everybody that's on this feed, I encourage y'all to connect to Bible study. This is a topic that I believe everybody needs to take part in. Until then, you all be encouraged. Love you all. Peace.